All right, cyber traders, welcome on back here this Thursday, February 4th, shortly after 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Welcome on back here for our afternoon meeting. I didn't do a sound check right before we started here for all of us live. Let me know if you could hear me loud and clear to begin. That goes, of course, across the board for all of us on social media as well, Facebook Live and YouTube. Welcome on back. Great to see Chuck, Norman, Jose, Bonnie, Stefan, Ron, Renzo, Lori as well. Great to see you all loud and clear from all. James as well. I think I got everybody there. All right, perfect. Let's hop right into it. We don't have class today. I can kind of take my time here and kick back. I just came off a coaching session, a rare 2 o'clock one, so I'm kind of out of breath. I refilled up my water with like 20 seconds before I broadcasted live. So, got to give me a quick second. I'll take my own time here. So, the CNSP trade to begin. It's at the highs right now. Needless to be said, I'm going to just put this on our list to start. What's the news on this? I haven't checked in on this at all. From Linda here on YouTube, loud and clear as well. Perfect. I love to see that. Welcome aboard, Linda. Let's check in on the CNSP trade. Any news on this trade at all? Can't see my monitor here. I'm on Benzinga Pro, but there's got to be. Come on, give me something here. I don't have any news on this trade, folks. At least no headline from Benzinga Pro. There typically would be. So I find that pretty accurate. The fact that this is running up off of no news given. So a big volume spike over 1 million shares right off of 12 o'clock Eastern time. That's why I feel like something had to have come out. The last news headline I have here is just back from Tuesday saying that Brookline Capital initiated a buy coverage of 10 price target. So I guess it's getting up there now. Yeah, I mean, either way, let's put this on our list, the CNSP trade. You have a stack of orders on the ass, 3, 14, 15, 18, 19, probably 20. All right, so with that in mind, the market up yet again today. We ended up seeing a bit of a drop-off into the afternoon yesterday, but then right back up today. Dow at the highs. We'll check in with some sideless stocks at the end. I do want to go through from some stocks, at least from earlier today, and some stocks that we were watching, even if we didn't trade them. I want to just recap them very quickly, stocks that will probably fund either way as we go from top to bottom. But I'll start off with one I actually just jumped into. I jumped in and out right now. I probably set my stop too tight. If Michelle's listening, she's probably getting a kick out of this trade. The AMC stock. So, this ended up just getting crushed as soon as the market opened up today. It was down big in pre-market anyway, but, as soon as the market opened up, it got crushed, broke right below support off 850, tanked down to 8, sliced right underneath there. And I thought this was going to drop down to 7 heading into the early afternoon up until, and you know what? It's starting to move right off the same price. If it slams down, then I'll be happy. But if it moves off this 724 here, I'll be really pissed. So I was watching this right before with one of our traders in a coaching session. There was a huge volume spike, a 400,000+ share spike of volume just before a big print filled on the ask. And, it was choppy around there. I took my time on it. I really was watching this. And when it broke over this price, I jumped right in. Well, I set my stop because I knew I had this meeting. I said, you know what? I don't want this thing to, stop me out for a big loss. And you know what? Even if it stops me out at 19, I just feel like that's too much. I'll just, let me just get stopped out at 23. It took me out at 23. Well, it's moving right back up now. So I'm kicking myself for setting my stop so tight here. At least for right now, though, AMC is just so choppy right now. Even if it does move up, I was probably looking for like 20 cents on it. So yeah, for the meantime, AMC, I guess it still is shortable. If you were watching it from earlier as a short, you probably killed it, but I did not myself. So long as it remains shortable, I guess it could be one to watch going forward day to day. You don't know when the next big squeeze up is going to be on this stock. You don't want to try and hold your breath waiting. It might be a little while. So, at least for right now, we're not going to put this on our main watch list. It was one that we were certainly watching going into the market open today. How about this? A stock on my Benzinga Pro right now, not off of news exactly, we'll see, but popping right now to make a new high of the day, really breaking out up to 10. The Mavis stock. I just caught this from my Benzinga Pro on my other screen here, so I wanted to jump to this actually next. Mavis, huge volume coming in off the high of the day, off 975, 977. You have a big order on the ask up there at 10. My AMC's moving up now. Damn. All right, well, this is pushing up too, right? So this MVIS stock, again, for very easy reasons, we're just going to put this on our watch list so far. Let me see if I can copy and paste news for this. Wilson says, damn, I was watching MVIS. I missed it. Oh, well, are you talking about the AMC? Well, if you jump to that, you might miss the MVIS again there, Wilson. Let's see, MVIS. How about this? It even says that from Wednesday's trading higher, not seeing any company-specific news to justify the price action. And again, Benzinga Pro is our go-to. They're very resourceful here, so it's just a short squeeze, perhaps. I mean, fantastic run, breaking above the highs that we even had back from December. Just realizing that even now. I don't think this is like all-time highs, like all-time highs. You got to go back to like 2011, I think. Yeah. $45 stock, apparently. I don't know if that's reverse splits factored in of any sort, but either way, pushing up beautifully right now heading into the afternoon. So right away, we'll put this on our list. All right, cool. What else did we get, at least from earlier today, folks? At least before the meeting started, we were calling out the VERU number 9 on the gainers list right now, making the same type of run right now as Mavis. So the Veru trade, we ended up trading this. I got to go back on the daily chart here. Back to, what was this, like early December? Yeah, December 10th. We saw this pop off of news. I don't remember the news at the time, but obviously ended up making a huge run from like 350 all the way up towards 8, then gapped up that much higher the following morning in pre-market. Believe it or not, the stock was shortable at the time. So I remember one day distinctly, there was like one day where this tanked and we were expecting a pullback and it was shortable. It was incredible. It's like taking candy from a kid. So, who knows? Maybe that'll be the case down the line on this Vero trade. Not to say today, but maybe today, but if not today, then maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then maybe Monday next week. But I don't know. Is this all-time highs on this Vero stock? I doubt it. It might be. Wow. You might have to go a ways back here, folks. Is this? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is all-time highs. This is 20 years back on my chart, but I'll tell you, I don't think there was a day where Veru wasn't around 13, 14 bucks here. All right, I'll count this as all-time highs for right now, VERU. Let me guess, though. What is it? No company-specific news to justify the price action? Let's just check in on Benzinga Pro again here. Girlfriends, what's going on? Here we go. At least we got something. I'm not going to copy and paste it. I'll just state Veru shares trading higher after the stock was mentioned on CNBC. That's all I got. Let's see. I'm going to check this little headline here. No, there's nothing. There's no news snippet here. Very odd. All right. Well, you know what? At this point, I'm not going to keep going through Benzinga Pro for every stock now. I'll just kind of zip through from the top percent gainers right from top to bottom. But yeah, beautiful trade. Just goes to show, though, folks, even though I'm like, it's not even a complaint. I'm just going through and stating that they're not posting any like real news on it. But just goes to show that we don't need news to make a profit on a trade like this, or make a profit on a trade like Mavis, MVIS, or the CNSP, whatever it may be. So all three look fantastic so far heading into the afternoon. Yeah, Veru's on our list. Good. All right. So we'll just go right from the top here. The AACG did us nicely in pre-market. Then after the open, wow, are you kidding me right now too? I haven't checked in with this in a little bit. I mean, I've been busy all afternoon. So I was watching AMC. We were watching the Veru trade, of course, we were just talking about. Holy smokes, that thing's all the way up to 11 now and popped off of like 1350-ish. So we followed this in pre-market, obviously from 7 a.m. Eastern time. Fausto put this on the pre-market watch list early, and then from there squeezed up as soon as the market opened up. You certainly don't expect a stock that's up 730% to still be moving like this heading into the afternoon. So, yeah, I mean, I'll put this on our list. Am I going to trade it? I don't know. Yeah, it's so choppy around 12 right now. You could see a stack of orders or maybe kind of popping in and out on the matrix at 12. So like 42,000 shares on the ask at 12 bucks just like a few seconds ago. All right. Well, again, I'm not going to check Benzinga Pro at this point. We're just going to keep it pushing. For anyone inside the live trading room here, if you have the news on AACG, just do us a solid, copy and paste. The LIZI trade, man, and this is one that we know was moving off of no news from earlier this week. Once again, though, and this is probably the cleanest move that this stock has made across the week, popping from like 11 bucks this morning all the way up to 13.50 steadily, and then really pulling back and holding a higher low and taking off again. at least at this point now, though, for as much as this ran up, I wouldn't expect this to keep going. It kind of pulled back a bit here. The volume died off. So maybe if it could break above 15 again, but I'm not as jumpy to this just yet. We were talking about the CYTH trade earlier, nice pop from before, but at this point now, the spreads have opened up quite a bit. The tier size, the orders are really small here on level 3. All right, got to jump to my AVXL at this point, right? AVXL, hate the stock. No, at this point, it's certainly earned my respect off of the squeeze up, but I'm probably not going to watch this day to day. The spreads seem a little bit tighter now at this point, which I do like. The orders are so thin, though, actually. Look at like 10 shares, 10 shares, 10 shares. I don't know if that's Fausto stacking the bid there, but I'm joking when I say that. But, now it's opening up. Yeah, certainly now it's opening up a lot more. It's like 2 cents, 5 cents for a moment, but yeah, I can't deal with this. I didn't mean to click on the warrants, but I'll check out the skills trade here in just a second. The CNSP is on our list. The Atos trade from earlier today. Checking on this one quick. Moving back up slowly. Ended up making like a weird move up and down early this morning from like 4 up to 480-ish back down. And here for the meantime seems to be like tradable, trying to move back up. I feel like it's just traded so much volume across the day today. Like it's pretty exhausted. Maybe I'll check back in with this one at the very end. MTP still holding up there. All right. This seems to be making another push back up to the highs here. High of the day off 350. It's at 334 right now, but it's still holding higher lows, creeping back up. Got to see a lot of buying coming in, though, for this to make a sharper run up here. We had a lot of buying off of like 280-ish, off of 3, of course, off the pot from there. But yeah, for right now, still kind of holding its own. I guess I'll kind of add this to our main list. Probably near the bottom. I like the first 3 or 4 so far more. Ooh, I actually skipped over a familiar name. AIM. It's up 26%. Oh, wow. I missed this run up from earlier this morning, looks like right around like 10:30, 11 o'clock Eastern time. Ran over 250. Pretty ugly shake, but this is a stock that we've traded in the past off of news. If I'm not mistaken, off of maybe COVID vaccine news, maybe. See, back from like March time. We're familiar with it. It actually is squeezing up a few more cents here as I'm talking. So that kind of gains my trust a bit more on that. So yeah, I'll kind of put AIM on our main list for right now. CPSH here, pulling back down. Got the skills trade here, not the warrants, but the actual one. Pretty spread out book. Now it's pulling back down a bit, but it was holding near the highs just before. That Mavis trade just keeps going up, it looks like. Hitting a high of 1050 now. All right, we'll hop over to the losers list here, folks. I usually say this, with the market up as much as it is, I wouldn't expect for there to be a whole lot that we know that's down, but at time here, top percent gainer yesterday, top percent loser today. I know that news came out, I think bad earnings on top. GameStop down to 60. Jeez. That's crazy. I mean, not surprising, but just to see a move like that still is like pretty not awe-inspiring, but pretty like jaw-dropping, so to say. Here's my AMC. So we're not going to put this on our main list. That actually would have made for a nice like 15, 20 cent move practically. 12 cent, 15, 12, 14 cent. And if it holds here, maybe more, but yeah. LCI, I guess kind of tradable based on the liquidity, the tight spread, but I don't really need to put this on our list just yet. Have a few more stocks hitting high of the day right now, if not breaking out pretty nicely. So we'll check in with those action just the next second or two. There's not much else I see here that looks pretty good familiar name-wise. SPWR, maybe. Ooh, this is dropping off quite a bit right now heading into the afternoon. $40 stock, but well-known name, good order book. I like it. So yeah, we'll put this on our list for sure. I don't know what the news is on SPWR. You know what? I'll bite back on Benzinga Pro one more time. What do we got? Any news on SPWR? From earlier today, at least. Finally, we got a little something at least. Morgan Stanley downgrades SunPower to underweight, announces a $27 price target. That's something. All right, well, nice drop off right now. Could be a great short continuing heading into the afternoon here. I would expect 40 to be a major support level. It hasn't tested it officially yet. All right, happy I did that. All right, let me jump to CBAT here. A couple stocks I saw from Benzinga Pro breaking highs of the day. CBAT, familiar name, squeezing up really nicely right now. It's not up that 5-10% I ask you folks to tell me of, but it's probably going to break over 5% in just a moment. A very sharp squeeze here so far. So yeah, CBAT. I know that I was in the WWR trade earlier today from 763 was it? I got out at 780. Ran really nicely just before. Pulled back. It still seems really active though. It's up over 8% right now. I don't mind adding this to our main list. I just want to check in with the others first. OPTT doing jack. Pola? Nope. Sun W. No. Doesn't mean they won't run, but I'm not going to put them on our main list just yet. So I will say at least we'll do the CBAT for now and the WWR. If they both die off as soon as this meeting ends, then I'd probably just keep them to the side. All right. Sometimes we finish this meeting up and we'll see stocks break out right away after, and then sometimes some stocks on this list will die off. So, that's why for all of us on social media, I say come join us live Monday to Friday. We do audio broadcast narration heading into the market close. Got from Jerry here on his VGAC trade. I know that he was watching that from earlier, just picked up 35 cents. Yeah, that's pushing up really well right now. Tight spread, great call. Yeah, the VGAC. If we have too big of a list, then I'll just boot the CBAT and the WWR to the side list already, but this one definitely makes the cut. ABUS, I thought I saw that on my Benzinga Pro too, if I'm not mistaken. That was earlier, so ran up even more since. Yes, making a steady push here for right now, so I'll add this as well. I don't like to have too many stocks on our list, so you know what? I'll probably just do it already. CBAT and WWR, we'll kind of scrap them from our list for the meantime here. If CBAT breaks higher, we'll focus on it inside the trading room. All right, social media, what do we got here? Facebook Live, YouTube, anything? The AACG trade, holy, you see the percent here, I know already. This thing's squeezing all the way up towards 15 now, seems like. Broke out over that 12 pretty quickly, didn't it, RJF? Wow. Where would you guess AACG would heading into the close today? One of our members here, James, asking on YouTube. That's your bet's as good as mine. It's an all-time high. I'd assume so. Yeah. It's an all-time high. So that means, there's no historical ceiling to work with. I would focus on psychological levels, not even on whole numbers, but $5 increments, 15, 20, 25 even. Follow the volume though. That's really it. Otherwise, any larger print that comes in on the tape, any larger iceberg order, that's what I would look to follow. Not easy given the spread, the order book, and how much it's up already. That's why I prefaced it before by saying, will I be trading it? I don't know. Obviously, if I jumped in from where we started off, I'd be profitable. But, there's so many other traits out there. I'm not kicking myself. Jerry says he could see 20 inside our trading room. Yeah, I could see it too, just given the trend. Now, if it gets halted on the way up and then gets halted on the way down, that's not good. So if it gets halted on the way down, that I would run for the hills. All right. All right. I think that just about does it, though, folks. So all in all, I think we kicked a couple off our list. So in total, we got 2, we got 4, 6, 8, 9. Then I'll check in on the Atos stock at the end. Actually, I'll check in on one more also. I thought, yeah, that's right. Solo here, pushing up really well. All right, so that's pretty interesting. Did I see Solo until? Yeah, I haven't seen Solo until right now. All right, so solo here. We saw it before heading into the early afternoon, coming off like noontime. I haven't checked in with it since, so it just popped up in my head like out of nowhere. I'm like, you know what? I'm just checking on solo before we wrap things up. Yeah, good timing. It's kind of making it like a head and shoulders pattern still here, but it's making a nice bounce back up. So if it could break back higher from like right around where it's at right now, 930, maybe 940-ish ahead, I could see a really convincing run into the close up to 10. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 now. All right, decent. And then I think I was going to check in on Atos before I just jumped right to solo there, right? Yeah, this one's just traded too much volume. It's possible it can make a move. If it does, we'll be here in the trading room to call it out. We'll be on top of it. All right. I think that'll do, though. All right, folks. So all in all, we got 10. I'll copy and paste these across the board for all of us on social media, Facebook Live and YouTube. As always, feel more than free to join us Monday to Friday live inside the Cyber Group Trading Room. Make sure that you like, subscribe, notify right on our YouTube channel, though, as always, youtube.com/cybertradingu. For all of us live inside the trading room, give me up until 3:30. I will jump back on the mic, taking us into the final 30 minutes of the market close. All right, folks. Take care.